Hi, I'm Amanda Jane Woodall and welcome to my fashion school. So, I've got a bit of a Christmas dilemma, and that is that in 2 days' time I've been invited to a Christmas party, and do I have anything to wear? No, I don't, because I'm not into throwaway society or fast fashion, so I'm not that keen to go out and buy something that I'm only going to wear a few times for one day. And I know that's quite common amongst people who are into thrifting and into slow fashion. So to solve this dilemma, I'm going to have to look to my skills and what I have in the house and use my resilience to make something cool and Christmassy. So I save a lot of things on Pinterest, and whenever I come into a making dilemma, when I need to make something, I go to my Pinterest boards to look for ideas, and I found two kind of things that stood out to me, and one of them was a Balmain corset dress that I could never buy in a million years, and I never would even if I was rich, because Balmain prices, really? No. But anyway, it was a jumper with a corset, and I thought, that gives me a bit of inspiration. Maybe I could do something along those lines. So I had a dig around to see what I have, and I do have a kind of unassuming jumper. It's like an oversized jumper or a jumper dress, but I thought this will make a nice base. So get yourself a base for your new outfit. It doesn't have to be a jumper, it can be a dress or it can be a t-shirt. Anything that you want to kind of jazz up will work with these techniques, and it will still work. But I thought this was a good base. It's a good neutral colour. It's going to work well with a lot of different fabrics. It's sturdy, so it's going to take, any kind of distressing. Oh, I kicked my camera. It's going to take any kind of distressing that we do to it. It's a good starting piece. Then I've got a bag of bits. So I've got a bag of bits. If you're a bit of a crafter, you will probably have a bag of bits, but if you don't, what you need to look for is embellishments on old clothes you have. Ping them off with the unpicker, and then you got yourself a bit of a bag of bits. Also, if you don't want to spend money on this kind of thing, you can also pick embellishments up in second-hand shops. I'm always seeing, bags of old beads, or you can buy old jewellery, take it to bits. So there are things you can do. You don't have to go on Amazon or eBay and buy this stuff, from China. You don't need to do that. So, bag of bits. That's just going to be for our embellishments. And then, so the second inspiration photograph that I found was of this very unique shoulder design on a jumper, and somebody had bleach dyed a pattern into this, and I've saved this pin for, it must be over a year I've had this pin, because I really always wanted to do something, a bleach effect, using a stencil. So I'm going to have a little go at that. And this is what I'm going for, snow theme. You don't need to go for snow theme. You can go for any theme you like that's to do with Christmas, or you can use this tip for, something to wear day to day, but, maybe you like hearts, maybe you like stars, flowers, whatever you like, you can use. You can do cute, like Christmassy animals. That would be so cute. But I'm doing stars because that matches my kind of theme and design, and feel free, just branch out, do whatever you like. Or if you learn the techniques, then you can use your creativity to take it to whatever dimension you want to. So yeah, here I've printed off these stars, and I've got some card. I'm just gonna stick that together on there, cut them out, arrange them on my base piece. So I'm gonna arrange them on there, and then I'm gonna do a bit of bleach magic to see if we can get this pattern going. I've not done this before, so you're going to come along with me. We're going to see if it works, but fingers crossed, the bleach doesn't usually let me down, so let's go. I've just let the glue dry. I don't know if I've left it for long enough, but I want to show you what I'm doing, so I'm just going to do one. There you go, we cut it out. Now we're just going to go around all these little details and cut out our stencil. Now you might be thinking, Amanda, that's the wrong way around. The stencil is the inside bit. Yes, you can make stencils like those if that's what you are doing. But for this technique, then we're actually going to leave this area as the original material and use the bleach as kind of a snow effect around it. So that's why it's a little bit different. So don't panic and think, who is this idiot? And she don't know what she's damn doing. Right, so we have cut out a selection of our stars and we have our base garment here ready to bleach. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some cardboard between the front and the back so that it doesn't seep through. If you want it to seep through, then that's fine. Just leave it. So I'm just going to do an area at a time. I'm starting off with the kind of shoulder area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some tape and double fold it back onto itself. So I've got a little sticky thing and then just put it onto the back of my star and put it where I'm going to place it on my design. If you don't like it, we'll just jazz it up with embellishments afterwards. Be fine. Like I always say, there is no problems in fashion that you cannot solve. It is a subject of solving problems. So I'm just going to stick these all on into a design and then we'll get bleaching. So now we have our design. Just stuck my snowflakes on. It looks quite groovy like that, doesn't it? But now we're going to do the actual bleach part. So I'm going to put a little bit of diluted bleach in here, just a little tiny bit, and then I'm going to either sponge. You can either sponge or paint or even get a spray bottle and spray, but be very careful if you're doing that, over the top of these stencils. And what it's going to do is it's going to mean that the covered area is not going to take the bleach. And so we'll hopefully be left with a star effect. Now, they won't be perfect because bleach eats into fabric. So they're not going to be perfect. They're not going to be like print quality stars, but we're going for that kind of rustic, homemade, Christmassy feeling. So we don't mind if it's a little bit shabby chic and messy. Bleach is dangerous. It's very dangerous. So be careful with it. You can wear a mask, you can wear gloves if that's going to be the best way to keep yourself safe. Open a door, open a window, get some good ventilation and do it as quick as you can as well. Don't hang about with it because it's not stuff to mess about with. It's not paint. Okay, so now we're going to reveal our shapes and see what we have got. So be careful taking them off. I can see that they have worked. So they're not perfect, but they are. You can see what they are. Hey, these are great. Can you see? I'll show you in a minute properly. Oh, that's a good one. This is quite fun as well because it's kind of like you don't know what you're going to get. Oh, brilliant. Take the biggie off. Oh, look, this is so good. It's turned out so good. So, this is what we've got. And it's looking rather nice. So I'm just going to continue on with this, with my design, do a bit more to the other shoulder, do the hem a little bit. I'm not going to do the waist because we're going to put our corset belt on that. And then it will be time to run this through the wash, get it dried, and then we can embellish.